Hello, you're welcome. In this video, I want to show you how you can use array constants in your analysis. So these constants are actually values that you can include in your formula while working on Excel to make your work faster and more efficient and easier. So I'll show you how we can do this using this very data that we have on my screen. So here I have students and their math scores. Though ideally in a real world example, the data is going to be bigger than this. So the main thing that I want to demonstrate here is how we can look for the average of the top 5 scores in these maths exams, as well as the minimum value of the top 5 scores. Okay, then next I will show you how you can use array alternatives to get each of these. I'll also show you how we can use vertical hard coding for arrays, horizontal hard coding for arrays, as well as the multiple ones. So let's see how this works in practice. So the first thing I have here is for the average of the top 5 scores that we have. So I will use the formula. I will start with the function average. Then here we have number. I am going to enter the function large so as to get the first large score, first largest one, and I'll give it, where I have this k now, I'll enter 1 as the first, then comma. I also get my large again, then the array, and this time is the second one. Then get the large again for the third top score, and my array. And then for the fourth top score, and the fifth top score. Since we are looking for 5, so I will close this and close the last one, enter. So the average of the top 5 scores for this student is 86.2. So I want to look for the minimum of the top 5 scores. So I made it easier here for us to see it because I was able to sort this in ascending order so that it's quite easy for us to be able to detect it. So to get the minimum, I will just copy this very formula, paste it here, and change this average to mean. So the minimum of our top 5 scores is 79. Let's confirm it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So which is this 79, and we are correct. Now, these formulas are actually very long and we may end up making mistakes, and that's where array alternative now comes in. So to see how we can do this in using the array alternative, I'll just enter my equal sign. Since the first one is for average, I enter average, and then where I have this number, I enter large. Okay, then I just take this range, comma, and where I have this k now, I use the array alternative. As I told you, it is a set of hard-coded numbers. So to be able to enter them here now, I will need to open this my braces. Then since I'm looking for the top 5, I enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'll close the braces and then close my bracket. Then so you can see I got the same value, but this time around my formula is shorter and easier for me, so I don't make mistakes. I can still copy this just as I did in the previous one, paste it here, and change this to main so that we get the minimum value. So you see the same thing, 79, and shows us that we are correct. And this very one, it is quite shorter. Now, for our vertical hard coding, to be able to perform vertical hard coding in these arrays, creating arrays, you separate them using your semicolon. So I will show you how this works. I just enter equal to, then open my braces. If the numbers I want to hard code and create arrays for are 1, 2, and 3, after my 1, I will enter my semicolon, then 2, and then 3. Then close the brace and enter. So you can see this is for the vertical. So if I want to perform for the horizontal, in this very one, I will need to use commas to separate them. So I will just do equal to brace open 1, 2, 3, and then I close the brace, and you can see it is hard coded in horizontal. And you can see the main place we have this value is in the first cell. If I come here, the second, it is inactive, as well as the third. Okay, it's inactive. So if I delete the first cell here where I have 1, everything will disappear, as well as for this. Okay, so to get for multiple rows, we now combine the use of semicolons as well as commas to get this. So if I enter equal to now, I need 3 by 3. So I just open my brace and then get my 1, 2, 3 separated by commas. So this will be arranged in horizontal. Then the next row, to get the next row, I enter my semicolon 4, 5, 6. To get the third row, I enter my semicolon again 7, 8, 9. Then close my brace and enter. So you can see this now gives me multiple rows and columns. And I have been able to demonstrate how you can use these array alternatives to make your work easier, as well as show you how you can actually hard code in the vertical way and the horizontal way, as well as in multiple ways. You can extract values from any of this. So for example, I can decide I need the value for F11 to do my calculation, which is this 5. If I just come where I'm doing my calculation, I can enter equal to F11, and you can see I will have 5 returned to me. And that's just what this video is all about, showing us how these arrays are being used, how they are created, and their uses. I just hope you have been able to gain something useful from this video. Please, if you were, kindly like our video, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.